Okay. Uh, Now everything okay. Okay, we discussed up to 20th question, right? 20 questions discussed. Am I right? Dihini? We discussed up to question number 20. Okay, let's start question number 21. 21. Three vertical forces acting on a stationary wheelbarrow are shown in the figure. The force F applied to keep the lifted handle of the wheelbarrow horizontally and the force R acting on the axle of the wheel are respectively. Yes, the R is act. Give me a second.
ගන්න මේක කරන්න.
Oh, sorry. Very important call. හරි. පටන් ගමු. Okay, very sorry.
මම දැක්කක බොරු.
Mithuchan, have to mute yourself. Okay, I'll mute. Okay, now okay. Okay, let's start. First of all, this is a February, no? The January is completed. Every works of January month. This is February. February means you have another 6 months, no? February, March, April, May, June, July. The August is the exam. Approximately you have 150 days. It's only 150 days remain. Okay, if you manage and if you organize your all works, all tasks and lessons, papers, how to manage within these 150 days, definitely you can get super result. If you couldn't manage, your result same. Actually, this time your working amount and your result, it is proportional actually. If you work hard, you can get good result. Okay, it is not like O level. In O level, I know if you're doing well in final few days, you can get good result. But it is not like this. You have to at least 150 days. This remain 150 days. At least you have to commit into this work with consistency. The consistency very important. Continuous consistency. It's very important. Okay. Therefore, don't miss any class. And today I was late, but I hope to start on time from next day. Therefore, you have to well organized your work can continue within this 150 days. හරිද 150ක් තියෙනවා. Okay, that's a good. Actually, this final 6 months is a time. Actually, you have exam. It's a limited time. Okay, you can keep focus your brain with exam. Okay, it's very limited time. You have to commit into the exam. If not, you can't get good result. Actually, if you actually you don't need to clever. You can දක්ෂ වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. If you can work hard, definitely you can get good result. Hi. Last week we discussed 20 MCQ questions. Okay. With full descriptions, I explained 20 MCQ questions. Finally, we discussed about moment of couple. Do you remember what's the moment of couple? The moment of force of couple of forces. What's the meaning of couple of force? Couple of force mean two forces acting along two opposite directions. Two forces acting along opposite direction with same magnitude. FF. Two forces acting along opposite directions with same magnitude and two lines act on two lines. Okay, that's the meaning of moment. That's the meaning of couple of force. Okay, how to get the moment of couple of force? Moment of couple of force. The one force, moment of couple of force. Moment of couple of force. It is one force value multiplied by the distance between two force acting points. F into D. F into D. Okay, I think you can remember everything I explained. Okay, let's move into question number 21. Three vertical forces acting on a stationary wheelbarrow are shown in the figure. The force F applied to keep the lifted handle of the wheelbarrow horizontally, and the R is acting on the axle. The R is acting on the axle. Yes. The question asks what is the F and what is the R? What's the question? The question asks what is the F and what's the R values respectively. Okay. First of all, I am going to draw this force system on my board. You can draw this force system on your book, on your explanation books. Okay, I think this is the lever of the wheelbarrow. This is the lever of the wheelbarrow. This is the lever of the wheelbarrow. And this is the R. This is the wheel. Wheel don't need. It's a uniform lever. This is the R. The R act into upward direction. The weight 900. It is 900 Newton. If this is a F. How about distance? 1 and 0.8 meters. 1 meter. F2 force weight acting point, it is 1 meter. The distance between weight acting point and F acting point, F force acting point, it is 1 meter. And the distance between R force acting point and weight acting point, it is 0.8 meters. That means 80 centimeters. 80 centimeters. Okay, now how to calculate this F and R separately? The question asks what is the F and what is the R value? Okay, it is very simple. I think this is P and the F point Q. R point P, F point Q. Okay, now I am going to get moment of forces around P point. Moment of forces around P point. Moment of force around P point. Moment of force around P point. Okay, now go to the question and read well. Three vertical forces acting on the stationary wheelbarrow. Stationary wheelbarrow mean it is unbalanced or balanced? Fatima, this wheelbarrow is unbalanced or balanced? This is balanced or unbalanced? Balanced or unbalanced? Yes, definitely it's balanced. Why? It is stationary, rest. It's a rest wheelbarrow. Then it is balanced. At balance stage, you know, clockwise moment of forces equal to anti-clockwise moment of forces. I already explained. Clockwise moment of forces equal to anti-clockwise moment of forces. Oh, the result of moment, of forces, it is 0. Okay, I'm going to get the moment of forces around P point. Moment of forces around P point. Okay. Moment of force around P point. Api gamu F waliin F clockwise rotation, right? F rotation clockwise. It is same as clock rotation. Then how about distance to the rotating point? 1.0.8. It is 1.8. You can get F into 1.8. 1.8. F into 1.8 minus, because 900 anti-clockwise direction. It is not the clockwise direction. It is opposite direction of the clockwise direction. Then it is anti-clockwise direction. 900 into, how about the distance between force acting point and the fixed point? It is 0.8. 0.8. How about this value? The result of momentum. The result of momentum, what is this? Dihini, what is the value of result of momentum if this system is balanced now? It is stationary. Result of momentum, it is 0. Very good. If it is 0, 1.8, if, why we not consider R? Kabir. ඇයි අපි R ගන්නත්? What's the reason? Now this is the rotational point. This is the rotational point. Yeah, it is act on the rotational point. Very good. It is act on the rotational point, P point. Then if there are any force, any magnitude act on this rotational point, no any rotation. That means moment of force is 0. That's why we can neglect this R force. Then 1.8 F minus 900 into 0.8. Can you send value? 900 into 0.8. $72, 720, right? 720 equals 0. 1.8 F, 1.8 F minus 720 get into opposite right side direction. 720 plus minus 720 convert to plus 720. Now F equals 720 divided by 1.8. What is the value? 720 divided by 1.8. Very good. Answer 400 Newton. Answer 400 Newton. Okay, then you can get answer F value equal 400 Newton. F value equal 400 Newton. Okay, now you can cancel the F and R respectively asking. F and R respectively asking. No, again calculate. Answer number 2. No, again calculate. No need to again calculate answer number 2. If you want, you can again calculate answer. What is the value of R? What's the value of R? Okay, how to calculate R? How to calculate R? Very good. I can get the moment of forces around F point. Okay, I'm going to moment of forces around, get moment of forces around F point. F point mean Q, sorry. F mean Q point we can get. Q point. Okay, now 900 clockwise, right? 900 clockwise when we consider if it is reference point Q. Now 900 into 1 meter minus R anti-clockwise. It is 1.8 R equal what? 0. If it is balance, the moment resultant momentum, resultant moment of force value 0. Yeah, that we discussed in the theory class. 900 minus 0.8 R get into right side direction, then it is plus 1.8 R. Now R equal 900 over 1.8. Get the value? 900 over 1.8. Very good, 500 Newton. The answer, actually you don't need to calculate the R value, right? 400 the answer again. 400 and 500 is the answer. The F value 400, R value 500. If you got the F value, you can select the correct answer. If you want, you can confirm by second calculation. R calculation, you can confirm your answer. However, if you got the F value, you can get the answer. Any doubt? Quickly ask. Any doubt, Dehini? Okay. Question number 22. Very good question. Okay, who correct question number 21? Raise hand in the exam. Very good. Very good, Salmia. Others, Fatima? Get your answers. Get your answers. I will give you only second part answer. You can check your first part MCQ answers. I will give you first part, second part marks. I will share it. Kabir, correct? Okay, get your answers. Okay, good. Question number 22. Consider two block of masses 4 kilogram and 2 kilogram placed on a frictionless horizontal surface. Okay, frictionless horizontal surface means it's a smooth surface connected with a light extensible inextensible. What's the meaning of inextensible? Inextensible means when we apply force, the length is not changing. Inextensible. Elastic, not elastic. Non-elasticity. Okay. Uh, 4 kilogram and for 2 kilogram placed on a frictionless. That means smooth surface connected with light. All every words you have a meaning. What's the meaning of light? Light string. The weight of the string we don't need to consider. We can assume they are very light. That means no weight. And inextensible means non-elastic. When we apply force, the length is not changing. String as shown in the figure. If the mass 2 kilogram is pulled horizontally with the force of 12 Newton force, 12 Newton force, what is the tension on the string? The tension on the string, T is asking. What's the T of this string? What's the T value of this string? Okay, how to calculate? How to calculate? I will draw this diagram on my board. You can draw on your explanation book. Okay, this is the horizontal surface and this is the 4 kilogram object. This is the 2 kilogram object. Newton horizontal force. The question asks what is the tension on this? Sorry, tension. Not tie. What's the tension on this string? Okay, how to calculate? How to calculate? The tension on the string asked. Okay, any idea? Okay, now it is moving into this direction. No? If it is moving, it should have unbalanced force. The force system should have unbalanced force. If not, rest object cannot move. Okay, it should have unbalanced force. Okay, if it is unbalanced force, what is the Newton's law? Newton's second law. Okay, if it has unbalanced force, that means object accelerating. If it is accelerate, what is the Newton's law? It is Newton's second law. Newton's second law. According to Newton's second law, we can get F equal ma. I am going to apply F equal ma for 2 kilogram object. 2 kilogram object. F equal ma for 2 kilogram object. Okay, that means, okay, what is the F? Please send me value of, what is the name of F? Tanya, what's the name of F? F කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? What's the name of F? What's the name of F? Yes, unbalanced force or resultant force. Always resultant force, two forces acting along opposite direction. Then what is how to get the resultant force? Yes, greater force value minus less force value. Then it is 12 minus T equal 12 minus T is the unbalanced or resultant force. Very important. Equal MA. MA mean mass. I am going to apply Newton's second law into 2 kilogram object. Then it is 2A. This is my first equation. This is my first equation. Okay, now I am going to apply Newton's second law, F equal ma for 4 kilogram object. Very important questions. Object. Okay, how to get F equal ma? Okay, 4 kilogram object, it's a frictionless surface. Frictionless surface means no any friction act on these objects. Then only what is the unbalanced force of 4 kilogram object? It is only T. Very good. It is only T. T equal 4A. This is my second equation. This is my second equation. Now I have equation T equal 4A. T equal 4A. Better to isolate A. Better to isolate A. Then A equal T over 4, right? T over 4. This is my third equation. Okay, now I have value acceleration equal tension divided by 4. Acceleration equal tension divided by 4. Now I can substitute this T A equal T over 4 into this equation. 12 minus T equal 2 into T over 4. Because we don't need acceleration, I only need tension. That's why I remove A acceleration and convert into T over 4. The same value, T over 4. See, same value. A equal T over 4. Now it is cancelled into 2. Better to cross multiplication. 2 into 12, 24. 2 into 2 minus 2 T equal T. 2T equal to. Okay, 2T get into this direction, convert into positive, then 24 equal 3T. Then you can get the T value, 24 over 3. What's the value? It is 8 Newton. Answer number 4. Please clearly note down these methods. They are very, very important. They are exam question types actually. These type questions again asking because they are question types. You have to practice them. Any doubt, Dihini? Okay, let's move into next question. Clearly note down these methods. Rehlan, understood? Tanya? This is a type of simultaneous equation. Now it is a very simple form, but I told for tomorrow Kirchhoff law questions, you have to practice simultaneous equations. Okay. Tomorrow we are discussing the most advanced part of our syllabus, Kirchhoff law. Kirchhoff law apply into complex circuits. Kirchhoff laws apply into complex circuits. Okay, that will be the final part of the Kirchhoff law. Then we can start next week magnetic fields, and finally transformers. The electricity will be completed within 2 more weeks. After that, we can start our next very important lesson, descriptive statistics, and next coordinate geometry completed, fluid mechanism, and we have another theory lessons. Sorry, 5 theory lessons: cell structure, natural products, industrial chemistry, environment chemistry, polymers. 5 and complete. Okay, before end of May we can complete all lessons. Final week of May, before June we can complete everything. Okay, question number 23. A metal wire PQR of 40 centimeter long is placed in a magnetic field. This question still you can't do. That's all question. That's all question. still we couldn't complete the magnetic field, magnetic part. After tomorrow class, we can start magnetic fields. After that, you can try this question. Magnetic field, it's all. In the Foley system shown in the diagram, what is the tension in the string when lifting a load of 100 kilogram? Yeah, this is a load 100 kilogram. Assume that the pulleys and strings are light and gravitational acceleration 10. If it is gravitational acceleration 10, if it is 10, how about the weight of this object? It is 1000, right? 1000 Newton is a weight. If it is 1000 and tension on the string when the lifting a load of 100 kilogram. Now it is lifting 100 kilogram in 1000 Newton into downward direction, right? Into gravity direction, because it is weight. Now into upward direction, T and T, all tensions are equal. Therefore, it cannot be accelerate. If it is accelerate, these tensions convert into T1, T2 and T3. Then we have to consider, if it is all tensions equal, we have to think this system is a balanced system or balanced system. Then it is 1000 into upward, it should 1000, then it is equally distribute 500 plus 500, 500 plus 500, 500 plus 500. That one also 500. Answer 3. That we call three forces act on same object. T 1000. If it is TT, what happened? Both values same. Both values same. 500, 500. Answer number 3. Okay, question number 25, most important one. The moment of a motorcycle, the momentum of a motorcycle changes at a constant rate from 50 kilograms per meters per second to 550 kilograms per meters per second, kilograms meters per second in 10 seconds. The momentum changing, okay? Again read, the momentum of a motorcycle changes at the constant rate from 50 to 550 in 10 seconds. How much the force applied on the motorcycle? Okay, do we remember where we discussed momentum? What's the meaning of the momentum? Do you remember what's the meaning of the momentum? Momentum, not moment of force, momentum. Momentum. Last week I explained already. Tanya, what's the definition of the momentum? In O-level time also you discussed about momentum. Not M, P. Momentum. What's the meaning of the momentum? The momentum. Momentum. What's this? It is same as moment of inertia in rotational motion. Moment of inertia means reluctance of any object to change the rotational time. Samely, the momentum mean the reluctance of any object to change the linear motion. The reluctance of any object to change the linear motion, like this. The reluctance of any object to change the linear motion. Okay. Last week I already explained about momentum. What are the two factors affect on momentum, right? The mass and the velocity. The mass and the velocity. The mass and the velocity. What is the momentum equation? The momentum equation P equal m into v. Mass into velocity m into v. How about the unit? Kg ms minus 2. Kg ms minus 1. Sorry. Velocity. Kg ms minus 1 is the unit. Kg ms minus 1 is the unit. Okay, I think you have full idea now. Okay, where we met the momentum in our lesson? කොහෙද අපිට හම්බුනේ? දෙහිණි? Where we met the momentum in our lesson, force lesson? Fatima? Newton's which law? Yes, good. It is new. It was found met in Newton's second law. I told Newton's second law acceleration methods, and we have two methods to explain Newton's second law. The first one is acceleration method. The second one is momentum method. According to acceleration method, the acceleration of any object directly proportional to the unbalanced force and acceleration inversely proportional to the mass. According to that, F equal ma equation is the result. F equal ma equation is the result according to acceleration method. But do you remember I explained another method, momentum method. What is a momentum method? The momentum change rate. The unbalanced force act on any object directly proportional to the momentum change rate. Momentum change rate. Momentum change rate. Okay, that's a momentum method of Newton's second law. Momentum method. This is the unbalanced force F directly proportional to the momentum change rate. Mean I told the delta P, that means momentum change, or we can simply say final momentum minus initial momentum divide by time. That is the momentum change rate. I'm rapidly doing those things because we are already discussed. We got already discussed those things. Okay, then I can remove this proportional mark. I can remove this proportional mark by using constant, right? By using a constant. In these equations, we use constant k, but experimentally, the Newton has explained the k value is 1. Therefore, we can remove this k and it is 1. Okay, now final momentum. What is the final momentum? mv2 minus initial momentum mv1 divided by time. This is the momentum change rate equal to the unbalanced force. This is a momentum method of Newton's second law. Okay, F equal mv2, that means final momentum 550 minus initial momentum 50. The time consumption 10 seconds. 550 minus 50 is 500. 500 over 10, 50. 500 over 10, 50. 50 Newton. Answer number 3. Please correct your answers with all steps. Okay, it's 50 Newton. 50 Newton is how much is the force applied on the motorcycle? It is 50 Newton. Okay, understood? Okay, a vehicle manufacturer plan to make a, yeah, good question. Make a front interior surface of vehicles so that it remains a mobile phone using a friction between the two surfaces. If the angle between the front interior surface with the horizontal 30 degree, and what is the minimum coefficient of static friction required to prevent the mobile phone on the surface from sliding? Okay, think this type question. The good questions. Okay, first of all, you have to mark, read again, a vehicle manufacturer plan to make the front interior. Again, ඉස්සරහ front එක dashboard එකේ of vehicles so that it remains the mobile phone using friction. It is inclined surface. How is the inclined surface? The dashboard is inclined surface like this. The vehicle manufacturer need to retain the mobile phone like this. When you place the mobile phone on this surface, එක තියෙන්න මේ විදියට without sliding. Okay. If the angle between front interior surface with the horizontal is 30 degree, this is 30 degree, that's given. What is the minimum coefficient of static friction coefficient required to prevent the mobile phone on the surface from sliding. Hi. Okay, first of all, think this is the weight of the mobile phone. This is the weight of the mobile phone. This is the weight of the mobile phone. It's 30 degree. This is a mobile phone. Okay, what is the friction direction? This is a friction direction. This is a friction direction. Okay, this is a friction direction. Always friction. The mobile phone try to move into downward direction. It's try to move into downward direction, but therefore the friction act to upward direction, opposite direction. That's the friction direction. Very good. Try to maximum understand. This is a very good, most advanced question. Okay, now this is the weight of the mobile phone. It is W. Weight of the mobile phone. Now it is 90 degree and this is 30 degree. How about this angle? How about this angle? Samia, how about this angle? Minmaya? Very good. It is 60 degree. 60 degree. Okay. Now, if I resolve this weight into this direction, 60 degree direction, this is a one and only force act to the downward direction. If it is rest, if this mobile phone rest, it should balance. No? If it is W cos theta, W cos 60, if it is W, that means weight into cos 60 equal to the F dash. Now this mobile phone is balanced, right? Then this is a friction force. W cos 60 is the friction force. Cos 60 equal half. If you want, you can say F dash equal, if it is balanced, it is rest, no? That Newton's law, Newton's first law. Okay, W cos 60 component, that's the downward force. If it is equal to the upward friction force, the phone is balanced. Phone is balanced. Balance means it's rest. Balance means rest. Balance means rest. Now W cos 60 mean cos 60 value half. Therefore, we can say W over 2 is the answer. W over 2. That's a F dash. That means friction force value. But what is the question? The question asking what is the friction coefficient? What is the friction coefficient? Okay, how to calculate friction coefficient? What is the equation? Fatima? What's the equation? Friction coefficient equation? Or friction equation? F equal, F dash equal what? Quickly. Habib, what is the equation? Tanya, Joel, what's the equation? Including friction coefficient? Very good. F equal mu r. Very good. F dash, that means friction force equal mu r. Mu r. Okay. Now I want mu. But the problem, we don't know r. What's the meaning of r? Perpendicular reaction. We don't know perpendicular reaction. What I can do? Okay, yes, very good. Okay, this is a perpendicular direction. This is a perpendicular reaction. It's act perpendicular to this surface. This is R. R. Now you can resolute. Now you can resolute this W force into this direction. W force into this direction. W force into this direction, you can resolve it is W sine 60 because not into angle direction. W sine 60. W sine 60. If F dash equal W over 2 mu multiplied by W sine 60. If you have any doubt, please ask me. W over 2 equal mu multiplied by W sine 60 means what's the sine 60 value? Root 3 over 2. That means root 3W over 2. Root 3 over 2 into W, right? Okay, now W to W cancel out in both sides. Now what is my requirement? Now 2 to 2 cancel out. 2 to 2 cancel out. Now root 3 mu equal root 3 mu equal 1. Root 3 mu equal 1. Now mu equal 1 over root 3. Please note down clearly. If you complete, send me message. Complete? Who got this final answer correctly in exam time? Final answer? Anyone correct? Habib? Good. Others? Fatima? Are you correct? Good. Okay, let's start structure this. One major type of lipid is formed as follows, where R is lone carbon chains. Yes, R means lone carbon chain, that we already know. Name the three molecules A, B, C here. Okay, what is this? What's the name of this structure? A, that we called as glycerol. Very good. Glycerol. Oh, okay. Glycerol. Glycerol. What's a B? Yeah, glycerol, very simple to remember. The structure of the glycerol. There are two main types of forms, CCC, 3OH, all other bonds complete by hydrogen. This is the one simplest structure of glycerol. The same structure we call CH2, OH, CHOH, CH2OH. The same structure, okay? The same structure. RCOOH. What is this? It is fatty acids. Fatty acids. Fatty acids. Answer, fatty acids. Okay, see, one glycerol and three fatty acid combined as a one molecule, one compound. What is this? It is triglyceride. It's triglyceride. 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 Explain the difference between oil and fat with example for each. Okay, what's the main difference? Oil, what's the main difference? Oil, liquid in room temperature. That's the main difference. Okay, room temperature. Liquids. Lipids, sorry, fat, solid in room temperature. Solid in room temperature. With examples, oil, coconut oil, coconut oil, coconut oil. Tell me example for fat. Example for fat. Example for fat. Yes, very good. Butter, margarine, they are fats. Describe three main functions performed by lipids in organisms. Three main functions performed by lipids in organisms inside our body. Okay, what's the main function? Okay, you can send me one by one. What are the main functions doing by lipids, performed by lipids in our body, in living structures, not only us? What are the main functions performed by lipids? Yes, very good. That is important to protect internal body parts, body organs. No? It's important to protect internal body organs. What else? That is very important as hormones. Very good. It is mainly important to maintain our body temperature. Normally, if you are living in a very cold climate area like Kandy and Nuwara, they have thick lipid thick lipid region on your skin, not on inside your skin. It's a fat layer, fat layer. But in normal tropical areas, it is the persons there that is very limited. That's very thin. That's why they can easily tolerate this tropical climate. But cold areas, they have adapt with thick fat layers to protect the internal temperature of the body. Okay, that is very important to maintain the body temperature. Maintain the body temperature. Maintain the body temperature. What else? As vitamins, some lipids are hormones. As hormones, what else? What else? Yes, as energy source. As energy source. What else? In the tute, I have given a list of functions. No? Dihini, what else? Okay, write down them. They are the main functions of lipid in our living structures. Okay, next question. Which reagent is used in the school laboratory to identify lipids? What is a reagent? What is a chemical? Yes, we have two simple tests to identification of lipids. Do you remember oil stain test? We only need food sample and tissue paper. Okay, if it is when we press this food sample by this tissue paper, if we can observe permeable and permanent strain, that we can identify it's this food sample contain lipids. If not, we can use Sudan tree test. Sudan tree test. Sudan tree reagent is the answer. Reagent. Sudan tree reagent is the answer. The Sudan tree important. Tree tone. Sudan literal not enough. Not enough only Sudan. Sudan tree solution. Sudan tree region. Okay, what is the observation of Sudan tree test? If it is positive, if it is contain food sample contain lipids, what's the observation? Rehan? When we mix this solution with after adding Sudan tree, what is the observation? Yes, it's we can observe red color fat globules on the top of the solution. Top of the solution. It's a red color layer forming. Layer of red color fat layers, fat globules forming on the top of the solution. Okay, can you send me what is the main carbohydrate identification region? Carbohydrate identification region? Carbohydrate identification region? Mithujan? Today we discussed morning. Carbohydrate identification region? Chemical එක මොකක්ද? Ravindra? No. Joel. Carbohydrate identification, not only starch. Starch iodine, it's correct. Yes, it is Benedict solution. Benedict test. Benedict test. What's a protein identification test? Identification region? What's the protein identification region? Anyone? Protein identification region? Sarnya? What's the protein identification region? No, Samia. Biurate correct. Biurate correct. Felix is carbohydrate identification. Okay, please note down identification test. Carbohydrate identification test. Carbohydrate identification test. Benedict O. Felix test. Benedict O. Felix test. Protein identification test. Protein identification test. Biurate test. Biurate test. The biurate means copper sulfate plus sodium hydroxide solution. They are important. Note down. Lipid identification. We have two tests. Oil stain test. Oil stain test and Sudan tree test. Okay, that's all. That's the summary. Okay. Question part B, based on thermochemistry. Okay, let's start question part B. Here is a schematic of an experiment, that's diagram, made by a technology students to demonstrate the principle used to produce acetylene C2H2 gas for welding. Yes. The chemical reaction taking place in the system shown in the figure is shown below. Yes. Calcium carbide react with water. Sorry, yes, water. Then it is produced calcium hydroxide plus acetylene gas. Acetylene gas C2H2. It was observed that the reaction chamber is heated during the reaction. Yeah. It was observed that the reaction chamber is heated during the reaction. Is the above reaction exothermic or endothermic? What do you think? During the reaction chamber, that means beaker, is heating. Now, is it exothermic or endothermic? Definitely. It's exothermic. Definitely it is exothermic. Because if not, without this information, we can decide this is calcium carbide is a base. Calcium carbide is a base. I told base react with water. All reactions are exothermic. Exothermic reaction. Exothermic reactions. Rewrite the balanced chemical equation for the above chemical reaction. That means balance the given chemical equation. For that, we have to rewrite the equation. CaC2 plus H2O, CaC2, calcium carbide plus H2O, calcium hydroxide plus calcium hydroxide plus C2H2. Okay, how to balance this? First of all, let's take this equation and calcium 1, no problem. Carbon 2, no problem. Hydrogen 2, hydrogen 4, that's a problem. Oxygen 2, balance, right? Okay, this is a balanced chemical equation. Okay, if you want, now you can again check calcium 1 in right side, carbon 2 in right side, hydrogen 4 in right side, oxygen 2, oxygen 2, yes, oxygen 2 in right side. Okay, final week of this month. This is February. Now I think this is the time for start 5-hour papers for you. 5-hour exams. Because we have limited time. Your badge is special. Normally for 25 batch, as I remember, we commenced 5-hour papers after 6 months of our revision. After complete 6 months, the revision. But you have very limited time now. You have only 6 more months. Therefore, we have to start our 5-hour papers. 5-hour papers mean you have to attend for exam 2 days. First day you have MCQ paper and second day you have structured design essay paper. Okay, I'll let you know what is exam time. Draw the energy diagram for this reaction. Yes, energy diagram. Energy diagram means simply this is energy axis. This is the reaction progress or reaction coordinate. Reaction progress. Reaction progress. Reaction progress. And this is energy level. Energy level. This axis, compulsory to label this axis. Okay. Then you know, if it is exothermic reaction, reactant energy greater than product energy. Okay, they are very important. Reactant energy greater than product energy. But for this reaction, you can't write reactant and product. Reactant and product you can't mention because relevant chemicals are given. You can't write like this, reactants and product, wrong. For this question, it's wrong because reactant chemical and product chemicals are given. Then it should be calcium carbide plus water is a plus O and water are the H2O. Water are the reactants. What are the product? Calcium hydroxide plus C2H2 are the product. Okay, this is the energy diagram. The reaction take place into reactant to product. Okay, that's a full energy diagram. Please clearly note down if you have any doubt, any mistake in your answers. Okay, next part. Complete? Yes. Name the chemical compound represented by A, B, C in the diagram above. Okay, this is the reaction. Last exam also you did this type same question. Okay, now you have to decide. You have to decide A, B, C. No? Then A is a solid particle. No. This reaction you can find. A. Definitely C acetylene gas because we only gas here acetylene. C acetylene gas, calcium carbide plus water. Then A calcium carbide. The solid particles calcium carbide. The solution is the calcium hydroxide. A calcium hydroxide. A not solid parts, no? The arrow is not aligned to solid part. It is a solution. If it is solution, it is calcium hydroxide. A calcium hydroxide, B water. Water enter into the line. Calcium hydroxide. A calcium hydroxide, B water H2O, C acetylene C2H2. Any doubt you can ask. Write two actions to increase the rate of above reaction. Okay, what we can do? Okay, there are four main factors we discussed to rate of chemical reactions. What are the factors? Temperature, concentration, catalyst, and physical state. or reactor contact surface area. Okay, using these factors, write two actions to increase the rate of above reaction. Can you tell me what is the most efficient method, most efficient action we can do for increase the rate of chemical reaction? Make the efficient very the practical methods quickly. What's the most suitable method to increase the rate of chemical reaction? Yes, very good. Joel, how to increase the surface area? The action is asking. Yes. Others, what is your suggestions to increase the rate of chemical reactions? Okay, send me quickly. Yes, one action, okay. They can increase the temperature of the solution. That's okay. Increase the temperature. What else? Very good, Rehla. Very good. Calcium carbide solid or crystals. Calcium carbide. Calcium carbide, CaC2, convert into small particles or crush into small particles to get more surface area to contact with water. Contact with water. Water mean other reactor. Okay, we can crush these calcium carbide crystals into more smaller particles. Then the contact surface area with water is increasing, therefore collisions increasing and effective collisions increasing, the rate of reaction is increasing. Or we can use catalyst. That is the third action. We can use catalyst. No? We can use catalyst. The concentration, we practically we can't change the concentration of this solution, this reaction. Therefore, they are the actions. Okay, question number 5. Part 5. The concentration of calcium hydroxide. Now product concentration increasing. Okay, that's the thing. Always when reaction take place, the reactant concentration, what happened? It's decreasing and product concentration increasing. That we already discussed in the rate of chemical reaction questions. The concentration of calcium hydroxide was increased by 0.12 moles per decimeter within 1 minute. calculate the mean speed of this comparison. Okay, how to calculate mean speed? Mean speed, very simple. Speed or rate equal the concentration change that we called as delta C, the concentration change divided by delta T, time difference. Concentration difference 0.12 mol dm minus 3 is the concentration difference. The time consumption 1 minute means 60 seconds. 60 seconds. 0.12 over 60. Zero point 0.002, right? 0.002. Very good. If you correct those questions, MOL dm minus 3 s minus 1 is the equation. MOL dm minus 3 s minus 1. The unit also important. Moles per cubic decimeter per second. Okay, any doubt up to now? Do you have any doubt up to now? Everything okay? Okay, next one, very general question asks, application of C2H2, that means acetylene, accelerate the fruit ripening. Yes, very good. It's a good question. Do you have heard carbide apply for fruit ripening? අහලා තියෙනවද? දෙහිනේ carbide apply for fruit ripening. Yeah, that is the carbide. Then what is the product of this application? Carbide means calcium carbide. Calcium carbide, CaC2 react with CaC2 react with water, that means dissolve in water, then it is produced calcium hydroxide plus C2H2, that is the acetylene gas. That is actually requirement. By this acetylene gas, remember, this acetylene gas accelerate the ethylene gas production of fruits. Ethylene gas production. Ethylene gas production. This acetylene gas accelerate the ethylene gas production of fruits production. This ethylene is a gas important to fruit ripening. Okay, without carbide application, can you suggest any natural methods for fruit ripening? Natural methods for fruit ripening. Natural method. Natural methods අපිට use කරන්න පුළුවන්. We accelerate the fruit ripening. Naturally ripening, I want to accelerate. What are the natural methods? You can practice this. Okay, I think it is unripened banana. Unripe banana. Okay. Wrap in paper. Yes. We can keep little bit high temperature. Yes, that one also okay. Okay, if not, you can keep this fruit, unripe fruit, with well matured, well ripened fruit. Think this is a well ripened fruit. It is ripe, well ripe. What happened? This ripened banana that release ethylene gas. Due to this ethylene gas, this one also try to accelerate to produce ethylene gas. Okay, this ethylene gas is the main gas important to produce fruit ripening. But when we apply carbide, accelerate, it's produce acetylene. This acetylene gas accelerate the ethylene production of fruits. Ethylene production of fruits. Okay, write down the answer. At acetylene gas C2H2 stimulate the ethylene gas production of unripe fruits. Acetylene gas stimulate the ethylene gas production of unripe fruits. Okay, that's why we can accelerate. Briefly explain what may happen if X tube is immersed in water. X tube. Okay, you have to find now what is the X tube. X. This tube. X. Briefly explain what may happen if we X tube immersed in water. Can you send your idea? What happened actually? What happened actually? Okay, what's your idea? Briefly explain what may happen if X tube is immersed in water. Rihilan, what's the problem coming if it is immersed in water? That means if it is immersed in solution. Very good. Perfectly correct. The gas, what is the X tube purpose to get out the gas, acetylene gas? The acetylene gas. Yes. Would not able to get out C2H2 gas inside the chamber. Okay, that's all. Okay, that's the first structured essay full answers. Question number 2 based on micrometer screw gauge. Micrometer screw gauge. Okay, let's try to complete question number 2 today. How many structured questions? Yeah, 3 structured questions. No? Okay, let's try to complete 2 structured essay today. Then next day we can complete. We have to get an extra day as well because last Sunday we missed the class because of a technical problem. Okay, below is a diagram of a micrometer screw gauge. Yes, that's a diagram that we already discussed. Okay, before start, tell me what are the parts. Tell me what are the parts. What is the A? What's the A? What's the A? Very good, anvil. What's the B? Good, spindle. Spindle, B, spindle. What's the C? Fatima, what's the C? What's the C? Yes, it is main scale. Linear scale also correct. Linear scale main scale also correct. Linear scale. What's the D? Good, it is rotational scale or circular scale. What's the E? What's the E? What's the E? Yes, it is thimble. What's the F? What's the F? Yes, F. Ratchet or thimble head. Ratchet. Ratchet or thimble head. Okay, they are the parts. Below is yes. Yeah, name sections A to F. You can write down. A anvil, B spindle, C linear scale, D circular scale, E thimble, F thimble head. F thimble head. F thimble head or ratchet. Find the least count of micrometer screw gauge with 0.5 millimeter screw gap and circular scale 50 divisions. Okay, first of all, you have to write the least count equation. Least count of micrometer screw gauge equal screw gap divided by number of circular scale parts. Number of circular scale parts. Screw gap 0.5 millimeter. It is given. Number of circular scale parts 50 divisions. 50 divisions. Okay, what is the value? 0.01 millimeter. You should have follow equation, substitution and calculation. All three steps are compulsory. Question number 3. The zero mark on the circular scale exceed the zero mark on the main scale when jaws, that means anvil and spindle, of this instrument touch together. Anvil and spindle touch together. If the number of coincide part was 43 on the circular scale, calculate the zero error. This is the zero error. The zero mark on the circular scale exceed the zero mark on the main scale. That means like this. It's exceed like this. Think it is a zero mark. The circular scale 0 exceed the linear scale 0. That means exceed, over rotation. And what's the coincide? Like this. What's the coincide value? 1, 2, 3. Okay, it is like this. "45, it's 40. Now you can see coincide at 43. Okay, what is the zero error type? Is it negative zero error or positive zero error? First of all, what is a zero error type? Good. Definitely it is. What's the zero error type? Negative zero error. Why? It is over rotated. That means wearing off. Smooth layers are removed between anvil and spindle. If it is positive zero error, something apply. It is stop before come to the zero. Now it is exceed, over rotates. Okay, if the number of coincide parts 43 on the circular scale, calculate the zero error. Now zero error equal, this equation important. Zero error equal total, now it is negative zero error, total circular scale parts minus coincide parts. multiplied by least count. Okay, this is the equation. Okay, total coincide parts. This is for negative zero error. Therefore, total circular scale parts 50 minus 43 is a coincide part multiplied by the least count 0.01 millimeter. It is 7 difference, then it is 0.07 millimeter is the negative zero error. Negative zero error, 0.07 millimeter. 0.07 millimeter. They are very simple questions. Complete. Next, the diagram show the locations of the main and circular scale when a measurement is taken using this instrument. Yes. Find the reading shown in above diagram. Okay, how to read this measurement? First step, you have to get the linear scale measurement. Linear scale measurement, the final value we can observe 5, 5.5, 6 is the linear scale measurement. 6 millimeter plus, how about coincide parts? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 multiplied by least count 0.01 millimeter. Now 6 millimeter plus 0.19 millimeter. This is the answer. Finally, answer 6.19 millimeter. 6.19 millimeter is the final reading of this given diagram. It is not actually final reading, it is a reading. The final reading means accurate value. That is not accurate because the instrument has negative zero error, 0.07 millimeter negative zero error. The instrument has an error. What is the correct reading when considering the zero error of the instrument? Yes. Correct reading considering the zero error. Now, correct reading equal if it is negative zero error, the instrument given reading add, we have to add where it is 6.5. Main scale reading. Is it given in your paper? 6, right? $6.5 pen. Yeah, your point is correct. According to distance, it should be 6.5. The problem is you can't observe the 6.5 mark. Rehlan, can you see the line of 6.5? No. Therefore, we have to get 6.19. Okay, correct reading equal given reading. It is a negative 0 error. Given reading plus negative 0 error. Negative 0 error. The given reading, the instrument given reading was 6.19 plus negative 0 error was 0.07 millimeter. 9 plus 7, 19 plus 7, it is 26, 6.26 millimeter. The part F is an important role in obtaining measurements. What is the purpose of F? F means ratchet. What is the purpose of ratchet? What's the purpose? Can anyone remember? Okay. What's the purpose of ratchet? What's the purpose? Ratchet. getting the measurement. No, yeah, you are correct, but you have to answer, say, right answer in correct with keywords. Dihini, what's the purpose? Very good. Hide the object. Object between, hide the object with required tightness. Required tightness. Between anvil and spindle. Between anvil and spindle. And avoid or by avoid over tightening. By avoiding over tightening or deformation. Over tightening or deformation. How do you confirm if was used correctly in carrying out this task mentioned previous part? Okay, how we can confirm it is tight into required level, required tightness? How we can confirm? Confirm කරගන්නේ කොහොමද? How we can confirm? Okay. Okay, we can use. Okay, this is a thimble. We can rotate by thimble. And finally tightening by ratchet. This is a ratchet. Okay, that's how we can identify. We can the ratchet freely, when it is tight into required tightness, the ratchet freely rotate with sound, right? It is freely rotate like this. It's freely rotate with thick sound. It's freely rotate with thick sound. See? freely rotate with tick sound. Ratchet or F part means ratchet, no? Freely rotate with tick sound. For measuring the diameter of a thin rod, this is a key point, thin rod. A micrometer screw gauge is more preferable than vernier caliper. Explain the reason for that. Okay, what is the reason? Can you explain? Can you send your answer, Tanya? The micrometer screw gauge is more preferable than vernier caliper. What is the reason? Yes. Explain the reason for that. Okay, the reason, the least count of micrometer screw gauge is less than the vernier caliper. Then how about percentage error? They are the technical explanation. Okay, I think you can remember the percentage error. What's the equation of percentage error? Percentage error equal least count over accurate measurements multiplied by 100%. Okay, this is the percentage error. I told if it is percentage error less than 1.0, when it is decreasing, the what happened? The accuracy is greater. Now least count decreasing, with the remember percentage error, what happened? Getting decrease. Percentage error decreasing means accuracy of instrument, accuracy of readings increasing. Okay. Now you can explain with technical terms. The least count of micrometer screw gauge is less than the vernier caliper. Then, so the percentage error getting less than vernier caliper. Then measurement accuracy increasing. Okay, that's type. Technically and rationally, perfect answer you can write down. That's the one type. If you want, you can explain another term, but this is a story. The micrometer screw gauge is not suitable for measuring the internal diameter of a thin capillary tube. Yeah, internal diameter. You know, micrometer screw gauge, we can't use any object, we can't use internal diameter. Micrometer screw gauge only for external diameter. Okay, between anvil and spindle, we can place only for external diameter. We can't use for internal diameter. Mention a suitable measuring instrument for that. If it is very capital capillary tube, the instrument very capillary tube, very tiny tube, very tiny capillary tube. We can't use vernier caliper. We have to use traveling microscope. Traveling microscope. The vernier principle, but traveling microscope is the instrument. Traveling microscope. If it is more tiny one, okay, traveling microscope. But if not, we can use, if it is not a very tiny one, normally if we can manage the vernier caliper, it is vernier caliper also possible. Vernier caliper. Large capillary tubes, we can use vernier calipers. Both traveling microscope and vernier caliper, both vernier principle. Okay. Vernier caliper. Okay. That's the end of second structured essay questions. Okay, let's discuss essay part and final structured essay next day. Today, 40 minutes you missed. That's why I hope to discuss today all the structured parts. But the problem, we was late. Okay, however, next day I hope to start on time and do more work from next day. Okay, do you have any doubt up to now today discussion? Dihini, Joel, any doubt up to now? Any doubt up to now? Yeah, extra class we can conduct on Friday. Are you okay? Are you okay? Friday, same time? Raise hand if anyone has class, other classes. Friday. Are you all free? Friday. At what time? Then 6. We can start 6:30. No? Others, Amina, Tanya, do you have class? Fatima, Kabir? Okay, if we can, okay, let's do extra class on Friday, 6:30, same time. It is enough if you got 2.5 hours. That's enough. We can complete this paper. And next Tuesday, I hope to start a new lesson, revise probably what we discussed. මොනවද කරනවා කිව්වේ? Coordinate geometry. Am I right? Revising coordinate geometry, right? Joel, last week we discussed. Yes, as I remember. Yeah, measurements, rotational motion type, small lessons, work energy, mechanical properties. They are small lessons. Yeah. Next Tuesday we can start mechanical properties. Don't miss any seconds of tomorrow lesson. Tomorrow we doing most advanced part, complex Kirchhoff law, how to apply more advanced circuits for advanced calculations. Okay, I told homework you have to learn about, I given one circuit and simple circuit, and I told how to, you have to learn about simultaneous equation, how to solve simultaneous equation. Yes, they are the homework, and we have another one part in this paper, and I will give you marks as soon as possible. I couldn't finalize yet. Okay, I will send within tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will send you marks of final exam number 2. And 27 is also need to be finalized marks. Okay, any doubt? Okay, then let's meet tomorrow, same time, and Friday also you have class. Okay, good night.